Okay, fine. So I watched a particular video before I
Yeah.
came on set, and I was like, "Oh my god, this girl is so brave. This girl is so intelligent. This girl is so like she has so much life,
She's full of
like
life.
so full of like so for somebody to like just cut her life short." And I think when they did this interview, she was talking that okay, fine, this person raped me.
Yeah.
So it's not like this girl is not outspoken. It's not like she's not somebody that is timid or doesn't want to
she's
talk about.
a
She's
dummy.
not shy. She wants to like tell everybody that this.
Hello, Vigilants. Welcome to another episode of Vigilant Podcast, where we talk civic matters and discuss from all the people's perspective. And when I say all the people's perspective, I'm referring to you who's watching me right now. And I want to say a big thank you to everyone who takes out time to watch our videos. You rock. You're the real MVP. And we're here always because we know that you're out there listening to us. And on today's episode, we're talking about something quite sensitive. I'm sure you would notice from my tone that I'm a little bit, on the downside, because this is something that, affect everyone, affect the society. And, when it has to do with something that affects the society, we're always here to talk about it. I'm your host, Olaita Babatunde, and with me in the studio is the ever gorgeous, my brain twin, all the way from Ibadan, who is going to be talking about this with me. And because we're females, it makes more sense to talk about this. I'm talking about no one other than Olaitun Adebayo. How are you doing?
I'm fine. How are you doing too?
Yeah, I'm okay. You just got back from leave and you're just glowing. Everything looks, everything is looking yeah. All right, so today we're talking about Ochanya. I'm sure like when you scroll online on TikTok, on Instagram, on YouTube, you're seeing something about her, and on Twitter, she's there. And it's about an 8-year-old girl who wants to go to school. Every parent's wish is to see their child do great, and then this child wants to be great. She has seen doctors, she has seen lawyers, and she wants to be like them. She wants to study. Unfortunately, there is no school in her hometown at that time, and then her parent felt like because she's a brave girl who is so outspoken, who wants more from life, they decided to send her to her aunt living in another town so that she can just study and become who she really wants to be. But then there was an unfortunate thing that happened for 5 years while she was with her aunt. Her uncle and her cousin were actually raping her. So it first started with the cousin raping her, sleeping with her, and then the younger sister saw that and reported to the father. Normally, we would know that, the father would scold the boy, and then nothing of such should be allowed in the house anymore. But unfortunately, it was more as though the father took over from where the boy stopped, or maybe they both continued. That's, it's something so sad that no one should ever go through. And looking at the statistics in Nigeria, when we talk about child getting molested and abused, as of January 2024 to January 2025, the National Human Rights Commission has recorded 86,633 child rights violations across Nigeria. And in Lagos State, the Lagos State Domestic and Sexual Violence Agency reported 6,456 total cases of sexual domestic violence in 2024, with 2,531 involving children. Now, of these cases involving children in Lagos in the period of 2020 to 2024, the police gender unit reported 398 child sexual abuse cases, out of which 415 suspects were arrested and 408 cases were prosecuted. Despite large number of reported cases, very few convictions are documented. For example, one report, only 9 perpetrators were convicted between 2020 and 2024. So, we need to understand there's difference between being going through prosecution and also being convicted. It's more like, you went to court and all that, but it doesn't mean that the perpetrator was sent to jail or they were punished for this situation. So, Olaiton, when you saw the video of Ochanya, what was your first reaction?
Okay, fine. So I watched a particular video before I came on set, and I was like, oh my god, this girl is so brave. This girl is so intelligent. This girl is so like she has so much life.
She's full of life.
Like so full of like, so for somebody to like just cut her life short. And I think when they did this interview, she was talking that, okay, fine, this person raped me.
Yeah.
So it's not like this girl is not outspoken. It's not like she's not somebody that is timid or doesn't want to talk about. She's not shy. She wants to like tell everybody that this is happening to me. But it's more or less like, I guess the person she was living with at that time did not heed to her like what she was telling the person about, because you knew. I'm very sure. I want to believe that she knew that her son and her father, maybe she might not know both of them, but she definitely would know about one particular person that is raping this girl. But what do you want? Like, what do you want to gain from this thing? Why do you want to, like, are you protecting your marriage? Or okay, fine, the least thing you could have done is just send her back to her parents.
Please, which marriage are we protecting?
Okay, fine, even just
because that marriage is not to be protected.
Even at that, if let's say this girl is your child, would you have done the same thing? But then I think I've seen cases whereby the child, the father will be molesting the child, and the mother won't say anything because we're like, okay, I want to protect my home, I want to like do this. I know you are the one exposing your body and all of that. But I feel that when I saw the story, and for it to resurface after 6 years, it's more or less like this is a really, really strong case, and justice needs to like preview, because like for 6 years, like what I don't like these people are meant to like just be like.
When I saw the video, I was so livid. You know, there's a difference between when you are angry and when you're livid. I was livid. I was angry because I felt like no one deserves to go through this. And you know, I was having the discussion with my sister because she hasn't seen it online and all that. She's more of a Instagram person than TikTok. And you know, I was just like talking to her about it. And she was like, I feel so creepy. Like my body is feeling, I'm feeling some, I'm feeling cringy and all that. Like, why would anyone go through that?
The thing that came was like, okay, fine, what attracted you to, like, you want to, like we have ladies out there.
You see that? You
have your wife out there. That's attracted. Like, I can't wrap my head around the fact that I'll see cases of whereby they be like, okay, fine, a 30-year-old man, a 40-50-year-old man molested at 8 years. I'm like, okay,
like what attracted you to
our
the
organs
child?
Are not even like organs. Our body parts are not even
like
fully.
You know what?
Like,
what I said when I saw that was that, you know, we have prostitutes outside there. You know, they need you. These people need you. Just pay them money
wife.
And all that. No, let's even say that he's not satisfied with his wife, because I'm giving him every, chances now. Like, okay, you're not even satisfied with what you have at home. Let me understand. Let me help you understand that. But then when you're not satisfied with the woman that you have at home, there are loads of women out there.
Like, you can do this with
that are matured,
a young life
that you can sleep. These people, they have a mind of their own. They chose what they want to be, and so you can actually like do whatever you want to do. Have the pleasure of your time with them, not a child. Like a child, how do you even bring yourself to that space to look at a child that does not have anything?
You're even meant to care for her, nurture her, protect her. You're meant to be a protector, but
now you're the one. Like, I feel like immediately
she's meant to be protected from you.
Like when I saw the video and all that, I felt okay. The woman of the house, you said something about protecting.
Yes.
The first thing that should come to your mind as a woman is, you see this son of yours safe, may just go to prison and just go chill for some time. Yes. The first thing that should come to your mind is reporting. Now, to make matters, you have a daughter too.
Imagine.
The person that caught the boy and the girl was their daughter.
Okay, do you think? Let's just bring it back home, because I feel that what if it was actually like raping his daughter, but this is like an avenue to like talk. Okay, fine. My father is doing the same thing to another person, but she could not, or maybe she actually told her mom, and her mom didn't say anything about it because you saw this.
It's not possible for that woman to say that she for 5 years.
Because when I watched one of the videos, Ochanya's mom was like, anytime I tell my sister, okay, fine, what's the result of the test? You're telling me nothing. Obviously, there is something.
There's something. I think they said they need about 11 reports.
Imagine.
From the parents. Okay, so let's even assume that your husband and your child, they are demons themselves, because let's just say that. And then you add access to 11 reports. it means that at that time, maybe the girl would have even received help.
Yeah.
If you had dropped the report and let the parent take care of the child. Because looking at it, the father was talking about how much, they called him, he dropped this money, he dropped that money.
So the only reason she left was because there was no better education in their so it's not like they couldn't take it. It might not be up to par like that, but then it's something that their own little way they will definitely provide for you. So it's not like, okay, we're living in, we could not eat, we could not feed.
And then we need someone to assist us. So that was not the case.
I heard was we wanted a better education because she loves education. She wanted to be a medical doctor, right?
Yeah.
And so you just had to just cut it off. Do you know the least thing she could have done was to just send her back to her parents? Sincerely. Okay, fine. My husband and our child were raping her. You don't want to report, you don't want to bring out your marriage into everything. Then take her back to her parents. Take her back to them. If they say, okay, fine, just tell them, okay, I don't want her. Just take her back. It's no big deal.
What happened to a woman that found out and just like she stood her ground and said, I want a divorce from this marriage. And then as for your son that you caught, they should first take him to rehabilitation center. And then you are now saying that, okay, sister, this is what happened. I am sorry.
You're being accountable.
You're taking accountability for it. Like, I'm sorry for what happened and all that. But then I will see to it that Ochanya is fine. I will see to it that I protect her.
This girl was falling, getting sick every now.
Time.
Can you just think of the fact that, okay, fine, what if this girl is actually my daughter?
I saw a comment where someone commented and said that, that she actually went to the same school with her. She said that when she was in SS2, I think Ochanya was in GS2, and then this so-called cousin, the guy was in SS2, and then the younger sister was in GS3. So she said Ochanya was this happy child,
bubbling child.
She was a bubbly child, and then suddenly they noticed that she started bedwetting. But then nobody understood what was going on. They just felt like as old as you are, you're bedwetting and all, and that the girl always tried to even write letter to her mom, but her aunt will hide it from them.
Okay, I just want to ask her one question. What are you protecting? Who are you protecting? What of what
you're protecting monsters? Because
just imagine they didn't actually everything. We didn't get to know about Ochanya. We didn't get to know about the situation. This thing will continue for a very long time in your family lineage. And your child will grow up, will rape another child. Eventually, he will rape his sister.
100%.
Because why will you think?
Because she's legit breeding a pedophile in their own.
In making. It's like, I think you said it was in SS2. So what came over him? What is it feeding his mind? Who are the people you were surrounded with?
Like you had classmates.
For you to come to okay, fine, I want to rape my cousin. I want to start sleeping with my cousin. Don't you have books to read? Don't you have better things to do? Don't you have future to protect? So the only thing that could come to your mind is, okay, fine, I want to start repeat.
You see, one thing that I feel like I like about Koreans as of this moment, let's just, talk about them a little bit. If you were in secondary school and you bullied someone and you now become someone popular later in life, they will drag you down.
You will come down back.
Because that scandal will come out.
It will resurface.
But it's more or less and they don't take it as a joke. As much as I feel like sometimes they overdo, but if things like that is in place in Nigeria, because this guy, they said, is chasing one music career that would never rise because career is going to die.
Well, what do you want? Do you want to write? Does he want to write about a story? Does he want to write about the fact that I went to prison, they jailed me? What do you want to talk about?
This guy has not been jailed.
No,
the case has been in court. The girl, before the girl died, she talked about how. Okay, it's funny that the court is even asking for evidence.
Okay, no, they might want evidence because let's talk about it. They want evidence, but they didn't get the evidence. That was but they have witnesses, right?
The only witness.
The woman. She did not provide.
She didn't say the truth. She didn't say the truth. She's not saying anything.
But they said woman supporting women.
And this one is not supporting anything.
Follow Adam. God, Jesus.
And then talking about the fact that the parent took her to her aunt and all that. When we talk about family, even extended family, what I believe we should all experience is love. Not everybody is lucky, not everybody is lucky to, grow up with aunts or uncles that shows them love and care and all that. But then in this situation, an 8-year-old girl is someone that is ready to give love.
Yes.
If I like putting myself in that shoe, an 8-year-old girl wants to give love, wants to show you love. But either you're their mom or not, the fact that you're taking care of them, at that point, they really do not have a mind of their own. Is a 25-year-old that you bring to your side that will still like love their parents, still see you as you're not my mother.
Yes.
But for an 8-year-old, 7-year-old,
especially when you take care of them,
like
buy them
it's
things
so easy for them to quickly attach it and see you as she's my mom, she's my dad. Like it's so easy for them to just when you are they don't say she's my aunt. She's my mom. They quickly detach from the parents and accept you as their parent. So at that point in time, I feel like it's a point where you can. Okay, I think we saw a movie where I think it was the movie. The producer of the movie is Biodun Steven, where her daughter, she took her daughter to meet her sister, Bumitorela, to take care of her and all that. And then it was from childhood. She was just a small girl that was living with her aunt, and then suddenly she started seeing Bumitorela as my mom because she's taking care of her, she's looking out for her, she's protecting her, she was always there for her. She sold her property just to send the girl outside the country, and then she came back and the girl was like, wait, she's my mom too. When Biodun Steven was trying to act up like, okay, I am your mother, because what you were telling me when I was young is she's your mother. Call her your mother. I know, and now
just because you're trying to
just because you were now. So now that the daughter now became someone so big and all that. I am the only mother you have. The girl said, no, she is my mother too. I knew how she sold stuff for me to go to school, so she is my mother. So it shows how much children are so like. They have this pure heart. It's so pure to the extent that as much as you love and you care for them, you are their parent. Yes. That's the person they see as a mother.
Just come to the real, because I was like, fine. When I saw the video, I was like, okay, when someone came to visit, like to stay with you, why is it that the first thing that came to your mind was to make that person an object? Because you cannot treat somebody like, you can't see that person as human and treat her like that way.
Like that.
You saw her as an object. And you saw the fact that your child was molesting her. Somebody you could have just like, let me use this word, and all of that, or try to like, okay, some people like even after beating him, might still try and do that. But okay, counsel him, tell him like, just lecture him and all of that. You still like did the same thing. You guys are not taking turns. So it's not like you guys saw her as an object. You never saw her as an human being. The only thing, okay, fine, this is just somebody we can release whatever that is inside of you into. You didn't even care about.
It makes me wonder, is there a problem with you saying that your child should go stay with your sister?
Yeah, for real, it's like it's a fear now, because most people don't like, okay, fine, if it's like, if we are eating, some people are going through the worst, but like they are going through a lot, but they were like, no, let us stay with, especially with girls, they were like, let us stay, it's still better that way. The fact that if she goes like this now, they might try to do something and all of that. It's not even about you beating them or anything, or trying to like inflict scars on them or anything, but the fact that, see, sexual and all of that
let's even take the inflicting of pains and all that. See, there are some emotional damage that a child will go through living with someone. See, like,
and it will damage them
till they grow up.
Because we don't have
there are certain things, there are certain things that you will see someone do. We've talked about trauma in the past and all that, and then I've said that most time when you see people do something, it's not because, I just grew up to want to become someone like, no, they are just, it's just trauma that is playing itself out in them. Now you see someone that is not so open to you, like when after growing up and all that, and you're not taking time to check like what really happened. It might
be hard to like take time to
understand them.
To say, we have friends, so somebody just acting out, I'll be like, okay, I know what's happening here. Wait to
move on.
And they tell me like, are you the only one going through life? I'm going through life the same way. So it will take time for me to like say, okay, fine, unless I have this particular connection with that person, that's when I can say, okay, let me take time to study. And we are not in Nigeria, we are not just trauma people. And she went through, but over there, the Western people, they're like, she's going through a lot, and we're like, so it happened. Move on. It's not like some people will be like, their boyfriend will rape them. And still like, you went to his house.
That's what people say.
you sat on his bed. So my no is still my no.
Like I think there was a time like that someone invited me to his place. What came to my mind? If this person raped me. What people will say is, where did you rape me?
And the funniest part is that you won't be able to like talk
about it. So say because you feel like people will blame me for going to visit him.
The fact that the society alone,
the way the society try to look for excuse for the perpetrator is my problem. They try to look for excuse for them, and talking about the fact that taking your child to go greet someone, to meet, to grow up with someone and all that. I was having a discussion with someone, and then this person was talking about how she's not so expressive and all that, and then when she was telling us I'm not so expressive and all that, it was okay. Then later she talked about how she grew up, how expressing love towards the person she was staying with became like you were doing too much and all that. And then she had to she grew up feeling like when you love someone you can be overbearing, so you don't have to express your love to that person.
Somebody's giving you so much love, and so not somebody giving 100% love. Giving a person probably 30.
You're not even giving up to 30. You're making the person feel like, okay, the 100% love you, please. And as a child,
I don't even deserve your love.
Yeah. So as a child that wants to, what they want to do is give out love and all that, and then you're making it look as you're overbearing and all that, and that child grew up to be someone that does not even want to express themselves. Like when you're showing them love, they start to check am I doing too much? Am I already overbearing and all that?
It's going to take a lot of therapy.
Like seriously, the person that we're now talking with was like that. When you were talking about how you were not always expressive in your past relation, I was like, Ashakara is too much. Why can't you show a guy you love her? Yeah. But the moment you talked about this, now I understand you. Now I know where you're coming from. So he said, that is why you shouldn't judge a book by its cover.
But sometimes you gotta trust it from the cover. Be like, nah, this book is not gonna.
So you understand? And it just shows how much. And I think this person was also saying a situation where they compare her with elder sister. While she a situation whereby people that met after she stopped living with the person she was living with, be like, is that not your elder sister? She's so open to people. She's so jovial. But as for her, she's always on her own. She doesn't want to talk to people. She doesn't want to even interact with even children. And then people are always like that. Your elder sister. If anybody should tell me that person is your elder sister, I would say no, she's not your elder sister because she's so open, because she's so nice, but for you, you're just so quiet and all that. And then you don't know what the child has gone through.
Even bringing it back,
and you are forgetting the fact that they didn't grow up together.
Now let's begin to this Ochanya. Ochanya did not even say she was outspoken. No, she was. So it's more or less we just seen evidence that this is happening, and still you just you were like.
And funny how this girl this Ochanya girl was outspoken, but later she became very cold. She became withdrawn and all that. Now let's assume that she even survived it. Probably say it happened for probably a year and she survived it, and it kind of dimmed her lights. She became someone that really does not talk. Now you're now comparing her with her elder sister that grew up with their parents, that was shown love, that was shown care, that was protected, and then you're like, is it not the same mother that gave birth to you?
If she actually, let's say she get married eventually, funny how marriage to her might just be
I'm just fulfilling what the society wants.
Yeah, it's not something I want to do.
Men
that showed me shaggy.
Men we showed you shaggy.
But the only thing that made me what is because 5 years somebody was under your roof for 5 years, molested by your husband, and that same husband will still come and sleep with you. No, now that is the most annoying thing ever. Because why would you even do something like that? And your child, you can't even. And let's say when she wants to talk, she'll be like, she actually talked with her husband, and her husband will promise her, I won't do that again. Yeah. She'll talk to her child, and the child will be like, what
happens to monitoring them from that point henceforth?
What the hell?
Everybody will have to be all hands on deck because
you didn't even put any effort. You didn't even look at the fact that, okay, fine, what if this thing extend to my own girl child? You didn't even take out the fact that, okay, fine, for somebody to do this to somebody that is close to home, definitely they can do it. They can even do it to my child. What if they even start doing it to my child and my child cannot even talk? But because for my own girl child to come out and say that, this is going on, and still you still have the effrontery, the guts, protecting your own husband.
Your husband.
It's just a whole lot.
She's not protecting her husband. She's protecting a monster. Actually,
it's not our home.
That's not home.
Is that even home? Everything is even scattered.
Okay, so now we talked about the fear of taking your kids to go live with family members and how much it can impact on them. And see, this is an advice that I would give to any parent out there. If you know that you can only take care of 2 kids, give birth to 1.
Yeah, there's one person that will be like, if you can give birth to,
if you can give birth to, if you can take care of 3, give birth to 2, and just take care of your own.
Yeah, because
see, don't send any child to anybody. Now, the person that auntie might be nice. Like I'm talking about, like your sister might be nice, but you don't know the people around. Okay, now imagine you sent your child to your sister. Your sister is a workaholic. Her husband is also a workaholic, and then they have mates in the house. Now, it is not even your sister. It's not her husband in this situation.
The people around.
It's the people around. So if you can only take care of, if you look at yourself like this and you're like, okay, I have money to take care of 2 kids with my wife, please give birth to 1 and just maintain that one. You see all this that's for our great grandfathers, and that's because they will go to farm, they will need children to help them plow the ground and all that. But now there's no need for that. And I'm talking about parents too. We have some parents that these things is happening right under their nose, and they don't pay attention to it. Let's talk about parents that they don't teach their children, this is your see, one problem that we have in Nigeria that I think I noticed growing up is talking about sex education.
Yeah.
When parents talk about, they feel like you're telling your children bad things.
And especially this menstrual part, they'll be like, oh, once you move close to a boy, you get pregnant. Oh.
The fact that they don't do sex education and all that, when I was in secondary school and I started doing my menstruation, I was ashamed of it.
Yes.
Like I was so ashamed of it.
So it was not like
I think my JS1 to JS3 was not girls' school. It was from SS1 to SS3 I went to girls' school. So my JS1 to JS3 I went to boys and girls' school, and it was I was not proud of it. When I started, I was lying to my friend that I've not started. Not until will I say everything open and all. I was not ready to talk about it because I was not proud of it. This was not something that they would tell you about, like, and as a woman it is your pride. There are certain things that the way you even say it to your kids, it makes them feel like, no, I'm not inadequate to feel this.
But it needs to be like, no, now, don't move close to boys.
And then they'll tell you, see, once you start menstruation, you will get pregnant when you move to a boy.
So like, if I move to a boy like this,
I'll get pregnant. So now when a guy now touches the girl, and she probably I'm already pregnant, and then she notices with her, I'm not pregnant too. Okay, so what will now make me get pregnant?
So she wants that is whatever she wants.
That is when they want to explore.
The right and proper education is the best.
It's important, and I feel like even our church, our mosque, we don't talk about these things too. Like.
Yeah, sure.
I feel like
especially this our religious gathering and the mothers
they don't talk about it.
It's about the fact that the mothers the moment they start seeing somebody probably wearing more short clothing, the best thing for you should have done, okay, fine, call this person, lecture them in a proper way. But the next thing you do, you embarrass them,
they will judge them,
you disgrace them, you judge them, you tell your kids to stop moving close to them, and meanwhile your child is even doing the worst.
When I got admission, I made this very long. And that was the last time I made longer, not because of what this woman said anyways, but because, attachment is now costly. So then I made this very longer. And this woman was like that, look at as young as you are, look at how long your hair is. It's ordinary hair now.
The fact that your hair is long, that means that, okay, maybe you are a bad child.
I'm wayward. And thank God for my sister. My sister, I had an elder sister. So there's nothing that... Let's even say that, okay, with time, you now start saying that you're already doing more than your elder sister. But I've seen all this on her and she's not wayward. So when the woman said that, is this hair not too long and all that, I was like, all right, ma. Then I was telling my cousin that we're together, like, so she expect me to go and cut the hair. No be money I use run them.
It's even annoying, but I feel that the right proper education, tell your kids, this is your ear, this is your breast.
But
This is
like,
no, don't be using your toto, your tata, your no. Now stop it. Don't use clear languages and use clear language. And the fact that okay, fine, these children are even so white, so
like they're so smart now.
When I was watching that Ochanya video, so I think one of those officials was like, okay, fine. At home, people should talk to their children about normal thing. So she made a scenario about one girl being molested. She was like, the girl she didn't know what was like happening because she didn't know what the person was doing to her. Because she didn't have a proper education. So for her to talk about it, she won't see it as a...
She won't see it clearly.
She won't see it clearly. Yeah. But the moment you're telling your child, okay, fine, this is
your breast, and this is your bum, this is your vagina. Nobody must touch it. If anybody touch it, tell me, let me know. Even if his uncle Kini can't tell me. Even if his Kini can tell me. You know, I saw a podcast where they interviewed this woman and she said, I don't kiss my kids.
Yeah, that's the best thing.
And then, you know, the other person was like that, oh, my younger sister, I kiss her on the lips, I do this, I do that.
That one is the most annoying thing ever.
You know, the woman said, I can't kiss my kids, and this is the reason why I can't kiss my kids. Is that it's not because I don't love them. I show my children how much I love them. But when I tell my kids that, don't allow anybody to kiss you, and then I'm kissing the same child.
Even you don't even kiss the other cheek or maybe child. Like forehead, like okay, but you're kissing.
She said, I'm confusing the child. Like seriously, she was like, I'm confusing that child. So if I say, don't let anybody kiss you, it means including mommy, including daddy. Nobody should kiss you, and if anybody should do that, let mommy know. So it means that if mommy is not doing it to me, nobody has the right to do it to me. I saw a clip where a woman was like, she was like, okay, so you tell me where to say, yes. And then she said, okay, when someone touch you on your cheek, what is you're like, okay, good touch. Then when someone touch you, no. Even she was like, even if it is what she said, no, mommy should not touch me there.
So that's a proper education, like, not using unclear language. Not saying your totoros, your tata, your toto. No, now stop it. Just use normal clear language that the child can understand, so that she'll be able to like when another person like okay do this thing. So I should be able to like
to say it clearly.
That mom, this person touched me.
My breast. This person touched my vagina.
It's a
this
body part, so it's normal for us to know about it.
And it's not even for girls alone. Even the guys. God, there are a lot of boys out there that are being molested. And it's even worse for the boys because when they say it to their elder ones, it's always like, I beg Joe, move on. You're a man and all that. It's even worse for them. So for the ladies, they can still get mothers that are like, oh God, you know, they shouldn't do this to my daughter.
The way you show care to your girl child.
Please do the same to your male child.
Your boy child, because you don't have to think for the fact that okay, fine, because he's a guy. We've seen guys molesting the boy child. We've seen women molesting them.
You know, some mothers will ask that, hope nobody touched you today. And what happened to that male child too? Yeah. Hope nobody touched you today too.
It's a lie. But do you like, okay, he's a boy, nobody can. No.
Yeah, some people be like, oh, he's a boy, he can handle it.
No, he cannot handle anything.
You're expecting a old girl or boy to handle something.
It's the most annoying thing.
And I feel like parents should tell their kids, like, even if you have a maid, if Auntie Kiniko is, even if she tells you, I will kill you, I will kill mommy, I will kill daddy, let them know. Nobody can kill mommy and daddy.
No, there's not even need to say that mommy and daddy, nobody kill them. Come and tell me, let her come and kill me so that we can kill each other together.
You know that sometimes the children will feel like, oh, I want to protect mommy. I don't want anything to happen to mommy.
Still about this
tell
video.
Your child, I'm the one to protect you, don't protect
this
me.
This video, she was like, fine, some people, they are workaholic and they leave their children with mates and all of that. She was like, it's the way you allow your children to be calling your maid uncle, auntie. You're giving them this attachment that is not meant to be. I'm not saying you're not meant to like respect them. Definitely they can do their job and still like be respected. But the fact that you're already giving them titles that are not meant to be. So when these children are vulnerable, they'll be like, oh, fine, I have this auntie. No, and this one will be misusing the opportunity. You know I love you, you know I like you, you know I'm your uncle. No, you're not my child's uncle. No, I employed you to do something for me, not for you to come and do rubbish. So there should be boundaries, set clear lines. So that okay, fine, because now imagine this maid, with the fact that you've already said, okay, fine, this is your uncle. He's already molesting the child. They won't be able to talk.
You know, it's because uncle loves you. Uncle is touching you here because uncle loves you.
And uncle does not. He's not your uncle. They not turn. All those things.
Let me not say.
No. So just like proper education is the best.
Yeah.
Just give them a proper one. Let them talk about the normal thing. Like, don't just be sugarcoating it or be using. They don't understand.
You know, we're talking about the fact that they'll be like, I think earlier when we said like, it's the way she dressed and all that, and the fact that we always look for excuse for the perpetrator.
Yeah.
First and foremost, I feel like our society is the problem. Let's start from there. Now, you saw a girl that is putting on something. I'm not encouraging putting on short things. You know, some people can be like, overbearing.
Yeah, or something that's going to reveal your body.
Skirts that the only part is covering is your V.
I don't know if it is this trend nowadays of young girls not wearing
bra when they go out. Like that's far-fetched. Is unnecessary. It's unnecessary. If you feel like your outfit, if you wear your outfit, it would not be.
No.
Remove your bra and wear your bra, and there are ways to wear it.
I don't even understand why they are doing it, and it's so annoying and disgusting, even as a lady. Because I'm like, okay, fine, why are you doing? Why?
I think
why do I have to
was a day I saw
this horrible thing?
There was a day I saw we were going home together, and then I saw a lady, and I was like, what's this, for goodness sake? And it was so irritating. Even for me as a lady, it was like irritating. Like, what's this? Put yourself together
so
now.
I feel that is why some people can say, okay, fine, because she didn't wear bra. Imagine giving them something to work with now.
Exactly. So as much as we are like, I just want to clear the hair that I'm not in support of wearing something that is not decent, dressing indecently, because you see these celebrities that you're trying to look like. They have cars, they move in cars, they just step out of their house, enter their car, go to where they're going to, step out of that place, enter their car again and go home.
They might just, this is what you're saying, some people might just use that, probably that clothing to like snap pictures, and then they're back in their living room or
with their PJs.
Yeah, chilling. But you enter keke, you enter Bajaj like Okada.
Yeah, with that rubbish. No, so let's clear the way. We're not trying to say that the girls are also like, but then I feel it's a stupid thing to say that it is because of the way she dressed. Winifred happens to be the younger sister of Victor that raped Ochanya. She posted it on her Twitter saying that, I don't blame the perpetrator, I blame the minor that was raped, because they are the one
person that we're talking about.
She was like, they are the one
that reported earlier. Yeah. What's happened to her?
When I think she uploaded this in 2024, and that picture is going to be displayed now. And then she was like, I blame the minor because they're the one putting on short things, and they're the one pushing themselves on the neck of the older man,
almost 8 years old. Is the almost 8 years old that is pushing herself on the neck. And
that's so hilarious and so ridiculous.
And I'm very sure she's probably maybe 20 or 21.
Yeah,
she had the guts,
the
to open her mouth, the audacity.
One lady the lady that put it was like that, just let me find you.
Put your location.
Is right on site. Just put your location, because she must be very stupid to say that it is what she's putting on. What the hell are you to talk about what someone is putting on? You're a father figure in the house.
8 years old child. What do you want to wear?
What do you want to wear?
That is revealing.
Inside
I don't even care
where you call home.
I don't care if she's 30.
Like
whatever she's put, that doesn't still give you the right.
Like and that is why we overlook this thing called control. Like, men should control themselves. And when we had Mr. Tush on the podcast, and he was saying like, every man has control. You just decide not to control yourself. He said, because why is it that you said, I can't control myself, but you see a naked mad woman, you can't grab her and sleep with her.
That's another one.
And you say you can't control yourself.
No, you don't control as limits.
Okay, they have made the no rich mad woman side.
What kind of rubbish is that? So the girl actually typed it that.
She actually uploaded it. So it's because she has, she has a monster of a father.
A 3-year-old child
that they are raping is because of the way she's dressed, because of what she's putting on.
Sometimes it's we ladies that we are the problem too. Like, they didn't pack boys, they should not pack all those people as like what would somebody say?
Why would you say something like that?
And you even come to the fact that your father
and your brother
did the same thing.
They are monsters.
So if someone rape you be like, okay, fine,
I'm to blame.
So people were about their dressing.
There's this the lady that was raped in church that year. She was putting on a long skirt. She was well covered, and she got raped regardless. So it is not about the clothing. It's about how the society is making an excuse for this. For these monsters.
And the fact that the way some guys, and I'll still say, is that when you think about ladies, the only thing that comes to your mind shouldn't be objects.
Like, I feel like they objectify ladies so much.
No, you shouldn't see somebody that, okay, fine, this is, my objects, I can use them as they want. If you want to use your mother that way, use them that way. Don't come outside and come and use another lady, or come and use another child that is not even, I don't know, some people like, they are going through a lot, but must you project whatever that is going on? You're not making it a thread, and that you do something to this person, another person. No, now the fact that you went through, maybe somebody raped you as a child, does not give you the privilege
to do it to someone else. The fact that you even went through it,
you should understand.
You should understand.
But the fact that you want to inflict that same pain on another person, no, it's not.
There was a time I said it, that sometimes we go through what we go through because we need to protect other people from going through it.
Yes, but
imagine a child that was raped. I think we had someone when we talked about child trafficking, I think last year, and she was talking about the fact that she was also trafficked as a child, that although it wasn't as though she knew about it. It was more like they told her to go and live with an uncle that was going to send her to school, but unfortunately she was there cleaning and all that, and she didn't go to school. Do you know what this lady is doing right now? She has an NGO that takes care of girl child. And that is why I just say that sometimes when you go through pain, it is not so that you can inflict that pain on other people.
Others.
It is to protect other people. Like what I went through, nobody will go through that. And like you healed through helping other people. Sometimes you find your healing in helping other people. And when she told me her story that day on the podcast, I felt so sad. I felt like, because this was someone that were in the same class together in school. We went to school together. She started this NGO thing from school. Yeah. And then we went to school together, and getting to know that, you went through all of this. I felt so sad. And she said, at that moment when I got to know that, okay, this is me going through child trafficking, I just said it to myself, no child would have to go through that.
And so she's doing her best.
She said, and she said, the situations that I've been able to, even in my own little way that I was able to come in and help, I found my healing there. Like, okay, the fact that you don't have to go through what I went through, this is my healing. This is what I want. And I feel anyone that goes through pain in life, that should be their own parameters to helping others. Like, I've gone through this and nobody else deserves to go through it. That should be our mindset. So
it should not be about the fact that, okay,
I went through it, they must go through it.
No, it's not meant to be a circle of my leg, tread
and then we just create broken people in the society. Now let's talk about the justice that has not been served for the past 7 years.
That's a whole lot.
Like, it's
honestly, I just want to sweep this.
I feel like that case is not even supposed to see the light of the day.
Yeah.
Immediately is entering the court.
The woman, like, I think one official, while I was watching that video, but that video is like 6 years video. She was like, okay, she feels justice will be served because there's much evidence and all of that. But why is, like, after so much years, we are still saying justice for this person? Like,
after 7 years, we are still carrying placards.
No,
one of the women said something that we talk about justice, that there are a lot of people out there that are going through molestation, they are going through child abuse, and they would never come out to report it. She said, do you know why? Because theoretically, our law and constitution protect child, protect victim of rape. She said, but in reality, it is something else entirely. She says, okay, if they rape a child, when she reports to the police station, So she was talking about the fact that in FCT, this law is like grounded in FCT. And so she was taking Abuja, for example, that if they rape a child in Abuja, you have to go to the police, to write, all this, this happened and all that. To write that, you at least pay 2,000 naira. She said, that's a small money, But then moving forward, they will ask you for evidence. You have to go to the hospital as okay, the parent of the child will have to do that anyways. But then it is the child now that is doing all of this because it is the child that is bringing the case. The child will go to the hospital, pay for their own test by themselves. The child will pay for the test of the perpetrator. Now, let's now say that you now decide to take the case to court. Like, okay, it's not ending in this police station. We are going to the court.
Want to fight it.
Every time a police officer appears in the court, you pay that you're there. She said, now, let's now say that, God was on your side, the case, the person was convicted, you will pay for free to take the person from the court to the police station. Please tell me, with all of this rigorous process
and the money, but nobody has that money.
Let's not forget that in all of this, that child will still be stigmatized. Society will still stigmatize that child because they will blame the child for why did you go there?
Why did you report?
And then the child still have to go through all of this process just to get justice. Please, what is our government
doing?
What are they doing?
Why are you putting structure that nobody can even...
There is a beautiful law that protects them, but in reality, what we're seeing is otherwise. This video was done 6 years ago, and then this woman was talking about it. And at that point, I was forced to shout, "What the heck did I just hear? This is outright nonsense." Because once a child says this and this happened to me, what happens to the government taking up the case immediately? Like, what's going on?
What's the structure in place? There's nothing. It's more or less like, okay, fine. There is no maybe any program, nothing.
Not at all.
So no,
not at all. So it is even that it is more like the society is not helping, the government is not helping.
So I guess that's why most people will just keep quiet. Okay,
and just let's move on.
My God will judge.
My God will judge.
No, and funny, some people will just endure it. They will endure it.
And then you just see a bright girl, a proud child that is now becoming someone that does not talk anymore.
If they don't die, it's either they die or their victim will die, or they will part ways, or the guy will get tired, or probably the guy will just get tired and move on to another person.
Like, seriously.
They will not be sharing it.
More people will keep getting hurt. No. I think sometimes when I see, I think I've seen movies where of the police officers and then the lawyers now will be like, we're not, probably they meet a rape victim and they're trying to like get evidence, and because of fear they don't want to talk. Probably the person involved is one known person. What I noticed that they always say is that we're not doing this because of you anymore now. We're doing it because of people that would have to go through what you've gone through. Because we want to protect them. And through this, you would get your own healing too. And you just find them talking about it. Because these people also want to protect other people. And look at that 8-year-old girl. She's just 8-year-old and she still said everything. If that is not bravery, I don't know what to call it.
So she's this outspoken person.
Like, she's an outspoken person, and she's like, okay, I've gone through this.
She wanted to talk about it. She did.
Like, she's not the kind of child that you tell don't say anything.
She talked about the fact that, okay, fine, the father raped her. She talked about the fact that
the boy raped her.
She started with the son first.
She was clear.
As they.
She was clear. She was not saying,
no, everything was smooth.
I listened to her talk and I was like, okay, even an adult cannot do more than this.
Okay. Alright, she didn't cry in between.
She didn't cry.
She didn't sniff.
The only thing you will notice is the sadness in her eyes. This girl is sad.
That's the only thing.
That's the only
because
thing.
Because she'll be wondering that, okay, what have I done
to deserve this? The mother says something and it just struck to me. How they say that when parents lose their child, there is no word to quantify. When a child lose their parent, they call them orphan. When someone lose this one, there's always a name for it.
That's true.
But when parents lose their child, there is no word to quantify that pain. And this woman said it that children die, parents lose their children, but losing her own child that way, she just cannot get her healing from it.
Even her husband was like, I've been sick. I think when they were doing the video, was like, he's still sick. Anytime he thinks about the fact that only I have many children, but
they have 11 kids actually, and she's their last child.
That doesn't still mean I don't miss out.
Like,
the
mother said that anytime I remember, my heart boils.
It's not like it's far away. So close to my sister. You're meant to protect me.
Like, you see that woman, I can't even imagine the pain she's going through, because there's heartbreak from her sister. There's the fact that she lost her child,
and the fact that
there is just a lot.
In some way, her husband would be like, your family did this to my child.
Even if the man did not say it,
it's like
the woman is judging, because when the man looks at her, so maybe like, he's judging me.
Yeah. And it's not like, okay, fine, I took my child for a better life.
Like, just
I
because
should
she
have just
wanted to
left
go to
her
school,
here.
but
Like, I didn't know we'll just be flying on around just because of.
Now that's when you're not having. If she did not go to school, at least she will not.
At least you go to farm.
At least
People will survive.
And this is to like everyone out there.
Toby, she's done.
Yeah.
So you cannot move to her.
And this is to everyone out there. This is to everyone in the society.
Wait, so this is everyone, yeah.
Okay. And this is to everyone out there, like, because
And
this is to everyone out there because we all compromise of the society we speak about. Let's not make excuse for the perpetrators. Let's bring them to justice. And for the process when it comes to seeking justice, that is overbearing. Even as a person, it is overbearing to go through all of that just because I want to feel at peace, just because I want to get justice. And it shows why people do not talk about it. And we say that, oh, it is underreported. If they report it, there will be justice. Justice will be served.
Yeah, because the woman that woman was like, we have about 500 cases. And the fact that the woman be like, we'll still call some victims, but they'll be like, no, they're not interested in the case
because
anymore.
The process is too long.
It's everything. It's not everybody that has that mind. Not everybody has that. I won't say time, but I would say that strength to go through. Some people like, okay, let's just forget it.
Some will feel like by the time we come, like people we know, they will start judging us.
The fact that the society needs to do a lot.
Like there's a lot that we need to do, and that society starts with you that you're watching me right now. Start with me, because Ochanya can be your sister, can be your child. And that is why everybody needs to speak up. And that is why we have to get justice for this girl. Because, while doing this, we're saving a lot of people. We're letting a lot of people know that if this thing happened to you, the society is there to embrace you. Let's not put it on the victim and tell them that it is because of what you're wearing. It is because of how. Some will even say it today. Is it not the way you were looking at the man? You seduced the man.
The way you were walking.
Imagine
you walk.
So my walking step is now a problem.
Do I need to train now to walk in front of a man?
The way I look is now the problem. The way I look at people is now a problem.
And to think, I know if some people are like, okay, if it's guys that are talking about it, it's not even understandable if a guy is even talking about it. But for a lady to be talking about it in a bad manner, like, okay, fine, what were you putting on? No. Can you, like, okay, fine, let's imagine someone raped you and you had to go through that process, and then somebody will tell you, what were you putting on?
Like,
the first thing, with that line.
And you see, as for men, please, let's not say that statement like, no be man you be. No. They are human beings and they have the right to feel the way they feel.
Lots of boy child.
So there are a lot of boy child that are going through a lot, that they are going through pains, but because they know that if I talk, they will see. I feel parents should stop training their male child as though they are one Superman.
Yeah.
No,
I think we have that with was about that.
It was something like that. Don't train your male child as though they are one Superman. No, the same way you train your female child to be vulnerable with you, to talk to you about things. I think I want to do better when I raise my child. I don't want my child to be, my boy child to be like, oh, I can't talk about this. I have to be a big boy. You are not a big boy.
You're just a child.
You are mommy's boy. You are my child. See, let anyone say that anything that happened to you are telling your mommy. Tell mommy.
It's mommy that gave birth to you.
Tell mommy gave birth to you. And I think one thing that I appreciate about my dad is the fact that, how people say that, oh, you can only talk to your mom. No, I can talk to my dad about anything. And he doesn't, you don't see that judgmental look on his face. He accepts it. When I talk about boy, my daddy is listening. Oh, okay. Oh, all right.
I feel that when you have the connection with your child, that is when your child can talk to you about things.
I just was telling my dad about
connection with your child.
A man, another man asking me out and all that, and now I did not accept and all that.
It's not like guidance.
My dad legit was telling me, "Thank you very much. I'm proud of you." And I was going back to school, and my dad said that, I know that it is not my training that is holding you, but your self-worth. Please, I know you would not do it, but please keep being the kind of person that you are.
That's because you have this closeness
with him.
Just imagine some people don't even have close connection with them because the
parents.
only thing they like, the moment they want to talk like this, you just shout.
You will just start shouting.
I understand that. Well, everything is hard. I know.
But
we are
please
going
be kind.
But please, when it comes to your kids,
if you know that you can't take in what they want to, don't have a child.
Yeah, just
just lock up.
And another thing, proper education matters a lot. Give them the best education. You don't have to like sugarcoat things. You don't have to like use unclear words. I think I've said it multiple times because it's so annoying. Maybe because when I play with kids, I don't play with kids like no, I don't do that. I speak to them clearly because it doesn't make sense. Why will you like you don't know baby sounds? Is there something like that? Do I have to go to school for that? No. Tell them things. Okay, fine, this is your body part. If somebody taught you this way, tell them you don't talk to me about it. But if they don't know what that person is touching, they're touching my now. You don't have to do that.
It's fun. There was a day my sister was talking to her baby. Her baby was drawing her hair and she was like, no, you're a peaceful person. It's a boy child. Don't draw mommy's hair. It's something bad. Don't do that.
Imagine that's just like
it wasn't even up to one.
Imagine.
And she was like, no, don't do that. Don't hold mommy's hair. Mommy is painful. See, mommy is.
I've read I think on Twitter, I once said like, do you know what? Train your child, hold your child very well inside the bus. Because if your child pulls my hair and you're telling me, he's a boy, I will slap the hell out of your child.
I read something where the lady was like, she was inside a vehicle with a woman and then she has a 7-year-old child. And then, at first, the boy touched her breast. She was like, maybe it's a mistake.
Oh,
she didn't say anything.
A
7-year-old, she was like, maybe it's a mistake. Then the child touched it again and then she looked at the child. This time around, he was smiling. So she felt like, it's intentional. God will want to help me, hold you very well. You will try it again.
You're going to chop.
And then she said the boy did it the third time and then she slapped him.
Nice one.
She said the mother said, it's just a 7-year-old boy. That she said that herself and that woman, they fought it out. Like they actually legit beat themselves.
Nice one.
She said you can be training a monster, but please don't let that monster get to me.
He had the F1 because definitely he would touch his sister's own too.
And she was like, he's just a 7-year-old boy. No. He doesn't know anything.
No, he knows a lot.
Immediately I said that, I was like, nice one. I love this woman. Like,
because why will you just
don't do that? Don't do that rubbish. The only child that have the right to do that is a baby, and that's because a baby that is a 6 months, 3 months. They don't even
some child will pull your hair
and they will laugh. Don't do that.
If you pull my hair, I'll pull your hair.
Don't do that.
Don't even. So I feel that a proper education is just the
needs
best.
To be done. Yeah.
From 1 year. No matter, just train your child the best because just imagine the scenario. You won't tell me yourself. He will grow up to become someone that will touch inside the bus. Just touching people's. Why would you do something? Because
it's the mother's audacity of you see a small child for me.
He's touching his mom's zone.
Definitely.
He's touching his sister's zone and
definitely.
7-year-old. No, he will go to school and do the same thing to his classmates. His teacher, and
so please, guys, parents, let's do more. I'm not a mother yet, but please, let's do more. Let's be kind because we are the society that we're creating. And when it happens to you, it's not like, society happens to me. No, it started from you. We are the society. Until the next, do have a great day. But before then, justice for Ochanya. We still clamor for that. We hope justice is served because no human being deserves to go through that. And then, as spirits, we need to let the spirits rest. And we can only do that if she gets justice. And if after 7 years, justice has not been served, it talks more about what our government is doing, what we as a society are doing. And always remember, you are the society you're pointing your fingers at this moment. And so we need to serve justice. Justice is to be served when it needs to be served, not about 7 years, 10 years later. It is so sickening to know that after 7 years, the justice has still not been served, and these people are working freely, roaming around freely, trying to achieve dreams that is supposed to be in prison, rotting in prison as of this moment. But then thank you all for watching, and we hope that as you're watching this video, you're out there also seeking justice for Ochanya and every girl child and boy child that would ever go through molestation and child abuse.